Hello, beautiful souls. I wanted to bring a little perspective on triggers and obstacles and things that look like rejection in our life. I used to completely fall apart when obstacles would come up or something would happen that would really block me from going forward. I would see that as a sign that I wasn't supposed to keep going. I would see it as a sign that I wasn't worthy. I would see myself as unlucky, or just that I was a person that didn't get to receive good things. And I think that's a really common block that we have, that when something happens, we tend to react and think, oh, see, this always happens to me. And what I've learned is that those triggers, those obstacles are like little treasure chests into our subconscious. They are like the moments that are providing us an inroad into what's holding us back inside. See, what we tend to do is we react to what's happening outside, in the outside world. But everything outside is a mirror when we're reacting. It's a mirror of something happening, something we are believing, some kind of block, some limiting belief. It's poking some kind of wound within us. Maybe those beliefs, like you don't feel worthy, or you feel like you're unlucky, or you feel like good things never happen, or you feel like life is out to get you. So you have this existential belief that the world is against you. So when things happen, you use it to validate that belief. But the outside is the mirror of what your beliefs are. And the triggers are showing you where you've got beliefs that aren't supporting you. And when I learned that, my whole life did this like flip, because when I trained myself to see the trigger and to take radical responsibility, which isn't easy, because when your amygdala is firing and you're annoyed at what's happening, it takes work to step back and to ask yourself, what is this moment? What is this obstacle showing me about what I believe right now? I'll give you an example. We have neighbors that have this new in-ground pool, and we just moved in last year. So we've done a lot of work on our house and in our yard, and I noticed myself being triggered by everything being like looking shiny and new. And we were doing all this work on and updating our house, and I got stuck. And I found myself, I was getting triggered, having negative thoughts about this new stuff and the money, and thinking, oh, and I found it was reinforcing old beliefs about people with money, which, let's be honest, many of us grew up thinking bad thoughts about people with money, that people with money are selfish or evil, or just just the negative blocks around money. And I really have had to do the work around realizing that that was just showing me where I was holding on to these limiting beliefs. Because having a belief about money, people with money are selfish, that wasn't serving me. That doesn't help me lead the life that I really desire. And it's been a work to notice it, to step into myself and to allow that belief to surface, to name it, to own it, and to create a new belief. And that's our work with the triggers. And it actually makes being triggered kind of like a game in life. When you can step back and not let your limbic system take over and fire, when you can step back, that is true emotional healing and emotional shifting and intelligence. And this is the work to shift your identity is to see the triggers, and before you start reacting, it's to ask yourself, what is this showing me about my own belief? And it's not about shame. It's not about shaming yourself and feeling bad like you're a bad person. All it is showing you what wants to be shifted within you, because the universe, the world is conspiring for our freedom, for our peace and our joy. And when we have places inside that are stuck, we're being held back by these beliefs. And the triggers are opportunities to see where we can get free and build beliefs that are aligned with the life we truly want. And that's the coolest thing. And a lot of this work is about learning to reframe what an obstacle is, what rejection really is. And it doesn't mean there's not the emotions. There's still the emotions that come that you can process and feel. If you're experiencing a situation where you have rejection, I mean, we're human, we're going to process the feeling of the rejection. But then to take that and realize that there's something inside that wants to be healed. Maybe it's a part of your inner child that felt rejected. And realizing that rejection is showing you where you can choose yourself, where maybe you've self-abandoned. And it helps redirect you towards how you can love yourself and how you can pour that out into the world and attract people who do give you that same kind of love. So all of these things that come our way, all of the negative things that you might be experiencing, they are showing you where you have the opportunity to get free. And so look at your world, look at the things that are maddening to you right now. Look through your day where you're annoyed, where you find yourself reacting. Those are the little treasure chests of opportunities to say, what am I believing about myself? And oftentimes it's some wound from childhood around not being good enough, or around feeling abandoned, or moments where you just felt like you needed to gain approval from the outside rather than love and approve of yourself. And you get to be the one to do that. So I hope that this helps you to look at the outside world a little differently and realize the outside world, it's just the effect of what's happening inside of us, our beliefs. Because our beliefs create our thoughts and our emotions, and out of that we act, and it is the actions we end up seeing the results. And as we see that, we tend to see the result and then react to that. But really, our beliefs create our reality. So don't be afraid of the triggers. Don't be afraid of the obstacles. They are showing you where to get free. And you're worth it. You are worth this work, and you're meant for it. You are meant to do this. If you're seeing this, it's because you are breaking through. You're breaking through these old false selves and these old patterns because you're meant to do great things.